our kid's room, our son's bed started just like burning in the shape of a heart. Like the fire just started as a heart.
From jaw-dropping estates to smoldering ruins, these once iconic Hollywood mansions belonged to the wealthiest stars, but fate had other plans. Let's uncover the shocking stories behind the ashes of their luxurious dream homes. Number 20, Austin Russell's $83 million Pacific Palisades Mansion. Austin Russell's $83 million mansion in Pacific Palisades was one of the most over-the-top homes in Los Angeles. Covering 20,000 square feet, it had 6 bedrooms and, get this, 18 bathrooms. 18! It wasn't just a house, it was a statement. Every inch of it was designed to scream luxury, from the sprawling spaces to the extravagant features. What made it even more iconic was its role in the hit TV show Succession. The mansion served as a backdrop for high-powered meetings and dramatic confrontations, turning it into a symbol of extreme wealth and privilege. But that all changed when the Palisades fire swept through, destroying the entire property. The house that once represented the pinnacle of Hollywood luxury was reduced to ashes, proving that even the most glamorous things can disappear in an instant. Speaking of devastating losses, let's talk about another famous home that didn't escape the flames, Mel Gibson's Malibu Mansion. Number 19, Mel Gibson's Malibu Mansion. Mel Gibson's $14.5 million Malibu mansion was the definition of a peaceful getaway. Nestled along the coastline, it combined rustic charm with luxurious modern amenities. Surrounded by stunning ocean views, it was a private retreat where Gibson could escape the pressures of Hollywood and spend quality time with his family. Unfortunately, like Russell's estate, it was completely destroyed by the Palisades fire. For Gibson, the loss wasn't just about the property, though. It was about all the memories tied to it. This was a place where he lived, laughed, and shared special moments with his loved ones. It's a powerful reminder that no matter how famous or wealthy someone is, natural disasters don't discriminate. When nature strikes, even the grandest homes can vanish. And that's not all. There are more shocking stories of luxury homes that didn't survive the flames. Let's keep going. Number 18, Paris Hilton's Malibu Beach House. Paris Hilton's Malibu Beach House was more than just a luxurious property. It was an iconic symbol of her glamorous lifestyle. Purchased for $8.4 million in 2021, the house was nestled right on the coastline, offering sweeping views of the Pacific Ocean. With its pristine location and expansive design, Hilton's home was everything you'd expect from the heiress and media personality: chic, luxurious, and the perfect setting for her frequent high-profile gatherings. This Malibu mansion wasn't just a personal sanctuary. It was a hotspot for celebrity gatherings, fashion events, and star-studded parties. Paris Hilton, always in the spotlight, used the property as the backdrop for some of the most lavish soirees in the entertainment world. From intimate get-togethers to massive events that brought out Hollywood's elite, her beach house was an essential part of the social scene. Celebrities, influencers, and musicians flocked to her beach house, creating unforgettable memories in one of the most exclusive parts of Malibu. It was more than just a home. It was a cultural landmark in the celebrity world. But this symbol of wealth and exclusivity was reduced to ashes in the blink of an eye. The Palisades Fire, a massive wildfire that devastated large portions of California's coastline, left nothing behind but the charred remains of Hilton's beach house. The destruction of this Malibu property was not just a loss for Paris Hilton, but for the entire Hollywood elite. The mansion had become a part of the glamorous world that Paris had built around herself. Losing it was more than just the destruction of bricks and mortar. It was the loss of a piece of her public persona, a space where she had played host to the most famous names in the entertainment world. Speaking of fire, let's move on to another couple whose dream home was also reduced to ashes, Adam Brody and Leighton Meester. Number 17, Adam Brody and Leighton Meester's Pacific Palisades home. Adam Brody and Leighton Meester's Pacific Palisades home was the definition of modern family living. Bought for $6.5 million in 2019, the 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom house had everything they needed to live comfortably and stylishly. It had clean, modern designs, spacious rooms, and a welcoming vibe that perfectly matched their personalities. For Adam, famous for the OC, and Leighton, known as Blair Waldorf from Gossip Girl, this house wasn't just a place to live. It was a peaceful retreat where they could escape the spotlight and focus on family life. Nestled in a quiet neighborhood, the home gave them privacy while offering a cozy space to build their future together. But their dream home didn't last. The Palisades fire swept through the area, destroying their house and everything in it. The couple lost not only a stunning home, but also the peace and memories tied to it. Up next, we take a look at a home with even deeper roots, Billy Crystal's Pacific Palisades residence. Number 16, Billy Crystal's Pacific Palisades residence. Billy Crystal's home in Pacific Palisades wasn't just a house, it was the heart of his family for over 46 years. This historic property, filled with love, memories, and laughter, was where Billy and his wife, Janice, built their lives together. It was a warm, inviting space where they raised their children, celebrated holidays, and enjoyed countless family moments. Billy, known for classics like When Harry Met Sally and City Slickers, used his home as a sanctuary away from the hustle of his career. It was filled with art, cozy spaces, and the kind of everyday details that turn a house into a true home. The neighborhood, one of the most desirable in Los Angeles, offered a perfect mix of peace and charm. But all of that was lost when the Palisades fire tore through the area. The fire didn't just take the house, it destroyed decades of memories and the sense of stability the Crystal family had built there. From a long-time family home, we now shift to John Goodman's Pacific Palisades retreat. Number 15, John Goodman's Pacific Palisades home. John Goodman's Pacific Palisades home was more than just a Hollywood mansion. It was a place of comfort and connection for the actor and his family. Known for his roles in Roseanne and The Big Lebowski, Goodman's house reflected his laid-back personality. It wasn't flashy or over the top, but warm, welcoming, and designed for family life. Set in one of Los Angeles' most prestigious neighborhoods, the house offered privacy and a quiet escape from Hollywood. It was a home filled with personal touches, cozy spaces, and a sense of calm that balanced Goodman's busy career. This home had been part of his life for years, playing host to countless family memories and private moments. But like so many others in the area, Goodman's residence was completely destroyed by the Palisades fire. It was a devastating loss, wiping out not just a home, but the memories tied to it. Now, let's talk about a more recent addition to the Pacific Palisades, Miles Teller and Kylie Sperry's mansion. Number 14, Miles Teller and Kylie Sperry's Pacific Palisades mansion. Miles Teller and Kylie Sperry's Pacific Palisades mansion was a symbol of their bright future together. Purchased in 2023, it was a stunning modern home that fit their growing family and reflected their taste for sleek yet comfortable living. Teller, known for roles in Whiplash and Top Gun Maverick, and Sperry, a model and influencer, were thrilled to make this beautiful home their sanctuary. With spacious living areas, beautifully landscaped gardens, and a peaceful vibe, it was the perfect retreat from their busy Hollywood lives. However, their plans for the home were tragically cut short. The Palisades fire, one of California's most destructive wildfires, tore through their neighborhood, leaving their mansion in ruins. The home they had not only just begun to settle into was reduced to ashes in a matter of hours. Let's take a look at another tragic loss in the same area, Anthony Hopkins' beloved Pacific Palisades home. Number 13, Anthony Hopkins' Pacific Palisades home. Anthony Hopkins, the legendary actor behind unforgettable roles in The Silence of the Lambs, The Father, and The Remains of the Day, found peace in his Pacific Palisades home for over a decade. For someone whose career has been marked by intense roles and constant attention, this house was his safe haven, a private retreat where he could relax and enjoy life away from the spotlight. Valued at around $7 million, the home wasn't about flashy extravagance. Instead, it reflected Hopkins' appreciation for elegance and simplicity. With lush gardens, scenic views of the Pacific Ocean, and a mix of classical and modern design, it embodied serenity. It was a place where he could reconnect with nature and savor the quieter side of life. Unfortunately, the Palisades fire destroyed this sanctuary. The fire reduced the home to ashes, leaving Hopkins and his family to mourn the loss of a space filled with personal meaning for them. For a man who had achieved so much, the destruction of this home marked a deeply emotional chapter in his life. Let's move on to Anna Faris's sleek Los Angeles retreat. Number 12, Anna Faris's Los Angeles residence. Anna Faris's Los Angeles home was the perfect mix of comfort and style. Known for its clean, modern design, the house featured expansive windows that let in tons of natural light and ocean spaces that felt warm and inviting. It wasn't just a luxury residence. It was a peaceful escape for Faris, where she could relax after long days on set or hosting friends and family. The house included all the high-end amenities you'd expect: a chef's kitchen, home theater, and an outdoor pool. But what truly made it special was the tranquil atmosphere that Faris cherished. It was her sanctuary, a place where she could step away from the chaos of Hollywood and simply be herself. That peace was shattered in 2025 when the Palisades fire tore through the area, reducing Faris's home to rubble. Losing the house was devastating, not just because of the material loss, but because it represented years of memories and personal milestones. Next up, we'll look at Jeff Bridges' beautiful Malibu retreat and how it too fell victim to the flames. Number 11, Jeff Bridges' Malibu home. Jeff Bridges' Malibu home was everything you'd expect from the laid-back Hollywood legend. Nestled along the coast, it was a stunning property that blended rustic charm with the natural beauty of the Pacific Ocean. This wasn't just a luxury estate, though. It was a retreat where Bridges and his family could escape the pressures of fame and enjoy the simple pleasures of life. The home's design matches Bridges' down-to-earth personality. With wood paneling, large windows to let the ocean breeze in, and a cozy, open layout, it was a warm and inviting space. The property reflected everything Bridges valued: family, nature, and connection. Sadly, the Pacific Palisades fire didn't spare Bridges' coastal sanctuary. The flames destroyed the home, leaving behind only memories of the life that had been built there. For Bridges and his family, it was a heartbreaking loss of more than just a house. It was a piece of their history. Now let's turn to a home that became as famous as its owners: Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt's Los Angeles residence. Number 10, Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt's Los Angeles home. Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt were no strangers to the spotlight, and their Los Angeles home often played a role in their dramatic reality TV storylines. The house was a reflection of their larger-than-life personalities, stylish, bold, and designed for entertaining. It was more than just a residence. It was a symbol of their rise to fame and the lifestyle they'd built together. Over the years, their home became a stable foundation amidst the ups and downs of their careers. From hosting friends to celebrating milestones, it was the setting for many personal and professional moments. For fans of the Hills, it was as much a part of their story as the couple themselves. But in 2025, the Palisades fire brought devastation to their home. Within hours, the property was completely destroyed, leaving Heidi and Spencer to grapple with the emotional loss. While the house was gone, the couple expressed gratitude for their safety and vowed to rebuild. Their memories of the life they'd created there remained, even as the physical space was lost. From here, we turn our attention to another victim of the Palisades fire. Number 9. Eugene Levy's Pacific Palisades home. Eugene Levy, the beloved actor known for his iconic roles in American Pie and Schitt's Creek, has long been a fixture in Hollywood. But unlike many of his peers, Levy has often kept a low profile when it comes to his personal life. For years, his Pacific Palisades home was the place where he sought refuge from the intense public scrutiny of his career. The charming residence was a reflection of Levy's unique style, understated, cozy, and filled with character. Unlike the extravagant mansions of many of Hollywood's elite, Levy's home was marked by a sense of warmth and authenticity. The architecture of the home was simple, yet elegant, with a cozy feel and a design that blended into its surroundings. It stood out not only for its size or its price tag, but for the way it seemed to embody Levy's down-to-earth personality. It wasn't flashy, but it was clearly a place where Levy and his family felt comfortable, a place to relax, unwind, and share time together. For someone who spent much of his career portraying eccentric characters, his home was a refuge of simplicity and genuine warmth. But in a heartbreaking turn of events, Levy's cherished home was caught in the destructive path of the Pacific Palisades fire. The fire that swept through the Pacific Palisades area left no property untouched, including Levy's beloved residence. The home that had been once filled with family gatherings and personal memories was reduced to nothing but ash and rubble. For Levy, this wasn't just a loss of a property, it was the destruction of a place that had been so central to his life. From reality TV stars to the next Hollywood icon, let's take a look at another home lost to the flames. Number 8, Ricki Lake's Malibu home. Ricki Lake's Malibu home was more than just a piece of real estate. It was a dream come true for the actress and TV personality. After years in the public eye, Lake had long sought a place of peace, a sanctuary where she could escape the pressures of her career and enjoy some much-needed privacy. And in Malibu, she found that dream home. This property, perched along the iconic Malibu coastline, offered stunning ocean views, serene landscapes, and an overall calming atmosphere that allowed Lake to truly unwind. Malibu, with its picturesque beaches and tranquil environment, has long been a favorite of celebrities looking for a place to retreat from the chaos of Hollywood. For Lake, this home was her escape from the world, a refuge where she could take time for herself and her family, free from the public's watchful eye. The house was not just luxurious, but designed with the comfort and well-being of its inhabitants in mind. With its spacious rooms, open spaces, and connection to nature, it was the perfect setting for Lake's personal sanctuary. Unfortunately, like many other homes in the area, Ricki Lake's Malibu retreat was no match for the destructive power of the Palisades fire. The blaze, which ravaged Malibu and its surrounding areas, completely destroyed her beloved property. In a matter of hours, the home that had been a sanctuary for Lake was reduced to ash. The loss was devastating, not only because of the financial cost, but because of the emotional toll it took. For Lake, this wasn't just the destruction of a physical structure, it was the erasure of a space that had held countless memories of healing, joy, and peace. Let's dive into Mandy Moore's experience and the emotional impact of losing a home that meant so much to her. Number 7, Mandy Moore's Altadena residence. Mandy Moore has always been known for her genuine and grounded nature. From her early days as a pop sensation to her standout role in This Is Us, Moore has built a career based on authenticity, warmth, and emotional depth. And when it came to her home, Moore wanted the same qualities. Her Altadena residence was a reflection of who she is, simple, cozy, and inviting, yet full of charm. Located in the beautiful hills of Altadena, the home was more than just a place to sleep. It was where she found peace, where she connected with her loved ones, and where she created a life away from the spotlight. But in 2025, disaster struck. The Eaton Fire, a wildfire that swept through the Altadena area, destroyed Moore's beloved home. The fire, which had already ravaged parts of the region, spread quickly through the dry landscape, catching homes in its path. Moore's residence, once a place of comfort and sanctuary, was now reduced to ash. The impact of the fire was both emotional and physical. Moore's home was not just an investment, it was where she had built memories, spent time with family, and found solace in the quieter moments of life. Number 6. John C. Reilly's Los Angeles home. John C. Reilly is no stranger to portraying colorful, often eccentric characters in his extensive film career. From his comedic roles in Step Brothers to his more dramatic performances in Chicago and The Hours, Reilly has proven himself to be a versatile and beloved actor. But despite his public persona, Reilly has always been a private person, and his home in Los Angeles reflected this. The residence, while not necessarily a sprawling mansion, was a quiet, personal sanctuary for Reilly. It was where he could unwind, enjoy the company of his loved ones, and escape the constant buzz of Hollywood. Reilly's Los Angeles home wasn't about showiness or opulence. It was about comfort and a sense of peace. It was a space designed for living rather than displaying wealth, filled with warm, earthy tones and simple decor that suited his personality. Over the years, Reilly spent countless hours in his home, enjoying everything from family time to moments of solitude where he could simply recharge and reflect. The house had that unmistakable feeling of a lived-in space, where every room told a story, from the family dinners to the quiet evenings reading scripts and preparing for his next role. However, that sense of tranquility was shattered in a matter of moments when disaster struck. Like many others in the area, Reilly's home was caught in the destructive path of a recent wildfire, leaving it completely destroyed. The emotional toll of losing a home that had become such an integral part of his life and identity was immense. It wasn't just the physical structure that was lost, it was the memories and experiences that had been built within those walls. The loss hit hard for Reilly, as it had for so many others, leaving him to grapple with the aftermath of this tragedy. As we leave Reilly's story, let's head to Beverly Hills and look at Randy Jackson's once grand mansion. Number 5. Randy Jackson's Beverly Hills Mansion. Randy Jackson, best known as a longtime judge on American Idol, is a music icon who has worked with some of the biggest names in the industry. Over the years, Jackson accumulated a vast fortune, and like many successful individuals, he sought a place where he could relax and enjoy his achievements. His sprawling Beverly Hills mansion, complete with a private pool and tennis court, was the epitome of luxury. It wasn't just a house, it was a statement of his success and his desire to live comfortably while enjoying the fruits of his hard work. The mansion, valued at millions of dollars, was located in one of Los Angeles's most exclusive neighborhoods, surrounded by lavish homes and the kind of privacy that most people can only dream of. Jackson's home was his personal retreat, a place where he could escape the demands of his high-profile career and enjoy time with family and friends. From relaxing by the pool to hosting intimate gatherings, Jackson's mansion was a perfect backdrop for the moments that defined his life outside of the spotlight. But in a devastating turn of events, the mansion was caught in the path of the recent wildfire that devastated the Beverly Hills area. The flames that consumed the neighborhood engulfed Jackson's property too, reducing it to nothing more than a pile of charred remains. For Jackson, the loss of his mansion was more than just the destruction of a luxury home. It was the loss of a space where he had created lasting memories with his family. The mansion had been a part of his life for years, a place where he could relax, reflect, and recharge. To see it completely destroyed was a painful blow. Number 4. Julia Roberts' Malibu Beach House. Julia Roberts, one of Hollywood's most beloved actresses, has built an impressive career over the past few decades. Known for her roles in films like Pretty Woman, Erin Brockovich, and My Best Friend's Wedding, Roberts has long been a household name. Despite her global fame, Roberts has always sought a sense of normalcy and peace away from the bright lights of Hollywood. Her Malibu beach house was her sanctuary, a private retreat where she and her family could escape from the relentless public gaze. The beach house, valued at $11 million, was a stunning property located along the Malibu coastline, offering breathtaking views of the Pacific Ocean. It wasn't just a luxurious getaway. It was a place where Roberts and her family could unwind, enjoy the natural beauty of the area, and spend quality time together from the chaos of her busy career. The house was a reflection of her love for simple pleasures, stunning beach views, quiet nights, and the company of loved ones. It was a symbol of the life Roberts had worked hard to build, one that was grounded in family, love, and relaxation. But in 2025, disaster struck. The same wildfire that devastated so many other homes in the area reached Roberts's beachfront property, completely destroying it. The emotional impact of losing her Malibu retreat was profound, not just because of the material loss, but because of the emotional connection Roberts had with the space. This was more than just a house. It was where she had spent time with her children, made cherished memories, and found peace away from the hustle and bustle of Hollywood. Number 3, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's Bedford estate. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, one of Hollywood's most beloved couples, have long been known for their down-to-earth nature and their ability to keep their personal lives relatively private despite their massive fame. The couple's Bedford estate, nestled in the quiet, secluded town of Bedford, New York, was the perfect reflection of their desire for privacy and tranquility. Away from the bustling streets of Hollywood, this estate served as their personal retreat, a place where they could enjoy much-needed downtime, surrounded by nature and away from the prying eyes of the public. The Bedford estate wasn't just any property. It was an expansive mansion situated on acres of lush grounds. The sprawling estate offered Ryan and Blake ample space to enjoy the simple pleasures of life: long walks through the wooded paths, peaceful evenings on the porch, and private family time. The home itself was a mix of rustic charm and modern luxury, with large windows that allowed the natural beauty of the surrounding landscape to shine through. It was their haven, where they could relax and unwind without the constant pressures of being in the spotlight. But even with all their efforts to protect the area and their property, disaster struck. The recent wildfires, which had been wreaking havoc across multiple states, eventually reached their serene and secluded corner of the world. Despite the couple's best efforts to safeguard their home, the fire swept through their estate, ultimately destroying much of it. The loss was a devastating blow, both financially and emotionally for them. For a couple that had built a life of peace and privacy in this home, the fire represented the loss of their sanctuary. Number 2, Leonardo DiCaprio's Malibu estate. Leonardo DiCaprio is not only a globally recognized actor, but also one of the most outspoken environmental advocates in Hollywood. His commitment to preserving nature is evident in the way he lives, and his Malibu estate was a perfect example of this. Set atop a stunning hill, the mansion offered panoramic views of the Pacific Ocean, a place where DiCaprio could find solace away from the constant glare of the paparazzi and the demands of his career. This property wasn't just a luxury retreat, though. It was a sanctuary, a peaceful place where DiCaprio could recharge and reconnect with the earth that he so fiercely protected. The estate itself was a work of art, designed to blend seamlessly with its natural surroundings. Large windows framed the breathtaking views, and the home's eco-friendly design reflected DiCaprio's commitment to sustainability. The property had a sense of calm to it as well, a space where DiCaprio could host close friends, engage in his environmental work, and spend quality time with those he loved. It was more than just a residence. It was a place where DiCaprio could escape the pressures of fame and focus on the things that mattered most to him. But like so many other homes in Malibu, this sanctuary, too, was threatened by the fire that tore through the region in 2025. Despite the efforts to protect the property, the fire ultimately claimed it. DiCaprio's beloved estate, a symbol of both his personal success and his commitment to the environment, was reduced to ashes. The emotional toll of losing such a cherished space was profound. For someone who had spent so much of his life advocating for the planet, the loss of his home, a place that embodied his environmental values, felt like a personal setback. And finally, we turn to Hidden Hills, where Kylie Jenner's mansion met a similar fate. Number 1, Kylie Jenner's Hidden Hills mansion. Kylie Jenner, the youngest of the Kardashian-Jenner clan, has made a name for herself not only as a reality TV star, but also as a business mogul. Her rise to fame and fortune has been meteoric, and her Hidden Hills mansion is a reflection of her success. The property, with its futuristic designs and lavish amenities, was more than just a place to live. It was a statement of her lifestyle and status. Featured in countless social media posts, the mansion was often used as the backdrop for Jenner's glamorous lifestyle, showcasing everything from family moments to high-end events. The mansion was a work of art, with sleek lines, cutting-edge technology, and a blend of opulence and modern minimalism. It had all the amenities you would expect from a multi-million-dollar property, including an expansive pool, state-of-the-art security systems, and smart home features that allowed Jenner to live in ultimate comfort. The house was designed not only for luxury, but also for convenience, with large open spaces, a home theater, and even a personal beauty salon. It was the epitome of modern living. However, like so many other high-profile homes in the area, Jenner's Hidden Hills mansion was destroyed by the recent wildfires. The flames engulfed the property, leaving behind only the remnants of what had once been a symbol of Jenner's success. The loss was devastating, not just because of the financial blow, but because of the personal significance the house held for Jenner. It wasn't just a space for her to show off on Instagram. It was a place where she built her life, created memories, and raised her family. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Hollywood's most tragic mansion losses, hit the like button, subscribe for more shocking stories, and turn on notifications for updates. Stay tuned.